It starts on a Monday morning. A message appears. No name attached, no explanation, only a bank confirmation and a single line of text. $500 billion has been deposited into an account under your name. Spend all of it within 7 days, and whatever remains is yours. Fail to spend it, and this was only an experience. You read it once. Then again. Then you open your banking app. The balance is real. 15 zeros. And there's one more detail. While the money sits there, it earns interest at current market rates. About $68 million every day. Roughly $2.8 million every hour. Nearly $47,000 every minute. The clock started the second you opened the message. The rules are direct and absolute. You cannot give the money away. No gifts, no donations, no transfers, no charity. This isn't a test of generosity. It's a test of acquisition. You also can't destroy it. No intentional waste, no sabotage, no burning cash just to make it disappear. And simply moving it into investments doesn't count either. Stocks? No. Bonds? No. Parking it in financial instruments and calling that spent is not allowed. Every dollar must leave your account in exchange for something tangible, something you legally own. Assets, goods, services, real ownership. By 8 a.m., there's a man in a suit standing at your door. He introduces himself as your account liaison. He carries a briefcase. He tells you, anything requiring a signature, I can deliver within 1 hour. He'll return every morning for the next 7 days. By the 3rd day, you'll barely notice he's there. You have 1 week. You already know sleep is about to become optional. Day 1 begins with real estate. 7 a.m. Your first instinct is simple. Land. If you suddenly had unlimited money, this is where most people would start. You search for the most expensive homes currently for sale anywhere on Earth. A $300 million ranch in Aspen. A $200 million waterfront compound in Palm Beach. A $110 million estate in Malibu, once owned by a late-night television icon. You call the agents. Every one of them answers on the first ring. That's the first strange thing you notice about having $500 billion. The number of rings changes. Calls that once meant 40 minutes on hold now get answered before you even consider hanging up. By 9 a.m., you've signed contracts on 4 properties. A lawyer handles multiple closings at once over video. Palm Beach, Aspen, a Manhattan penthouse once sold for $238 million, now relisted. A villa on the French Riviera that hasn't officially changed owners since the days of a Belgian king. By noon, 40 lawyers are working for you across 8 time zones: Los Angeles, London, Dubai, Singapore, Monaco, Hong Kong. By the time you sign the final document, you've already forgotten what the first 3 looked like. By midnight, you've purchased 51 properties across 9 countries. End of day 1. $9.2 billion spent. $490.8 billion remaining. And while you were buying, the account quietly earned another $68 million. Tomorrow, luxury goods. The total global supply of the most expensive objects humans create is far smaller than you imagined. You start in London. Graph diamonds. A watch called the Hallucination, 110 carats of rare colored diamonds arranged around a timepiece, priced at $55 million. Only 2 exist. You purchase both. The transaction takes 11 minutes. From there, you move methodically through the world of ultra-luxury watches, private sales teams, collectors' networks, specialists who quietly arrange transfers of pieces that never appear at public auction. By noon, you've purchased the equivalent of 3 full years of one elite manufacturer's production. You now own enough highly engineered timepieces to stock an entire museum. Next, automobiles, a Bugatti La Voiture Noire. $18 million. Only one exists. Now it belongs to you. A Rolls-Royce Boat Tail. $28 million. 3 were ever made. 2 are available. You take both. Then the list your assistant prepared overnight. Every Koenigsegg Jesko Absolute currently on the market. Every Pagani Huayra BC, every McLaren Speedtail, every limited edition Ferrari sitting in dealer inventory. For several brands, You aren't buying cars anymore, you're buying complete annual production output. By the time you stop, your collection of rare hypercars is larger than any private collection ever assembled. Then jewelry. You walk through a private showroom and spend, in a single afternoon, what some nations allocate to education in an entire year. At first, the stones are mesmerizing. By the third hour, they become numbers. Late afternoon turns into wine and spirits. Private cellars are opened. Rare Petrus, pre-war Burgundy. A single barrel of 50-year-old Scotch, bottled at cask strength, untouched for 2 decades. You buy it. Then you buy everything else like it. Whatever can legally transfer today becomes yours. By evening, you own brands and categories you didn't even know existed that morning. During the jewelry session, your assistant sends a note. You now own more complicated watches from one prestigious brand than that company's own museum. They're stored in a vault. You never ask which one. You probably won't wear them. They'll sit somewhere unseen, quietly increasing in value. Technically, that sounds like investing. But the rules only prohibited buying investments. No one said an expensive purchase couldn't later behave like one. You note the loophole and keep signing. That's what happens at this scale. The first purchase still feels expensive. The 10th barely registers. By the 30th, you're signing documents the way you once clicked email receipts. Carefully enough to do it correctly, detached enough that none of it feels real. You become desensitized faster than expected. It takes about 6 hours. End of day 2. $13 billion spent today. $22.2 billion total. $477.8 billion remaining.